Okay, good late evening, everyone. This is Tony D. This is my second video of the evening. This is late evening. Actually, it is now Saturday, February 3rd. And I need a drink real quick. I should have filled that up. Anyway, what I'm going to get into real quick here, and this won't be a long video. This is Tony D with American Freedom Fighters. I must say that we are a country that is at war once again. Yep. And I'm sorry for the darkness here. I don't know why it's so dark. Let me try to make a quick change here in lighting. Okay. I don't know if that's any better or not. Let me try and bring this here a little closer. And it might be a little bit better there. Anyway, to get back to what I was originally talking about. America at war. Now, under the last president that we had, we were pretty much at peace with all these countries around the world. We had our last president, Donald Trump, that kept all these countries in line, so to speak. Nobody really wanted to mess with the United States. Donald Trump was a very, very strong president. But what do we have now? A man that was installed as our president. Now, a lot of us do know that the last elections were not, how should I say, fair elections. You had these mail-in drop boxes that were uncalled for. And I do believe that we should go back to voting at the polls. The only time you ever had mail-in ballots was for military and those people that were so chronically ill that they couldn't make it to the local election facilities. But what do we have now? Well, let's hope that they don't use these voter ballot boxes again for mail-in voting. I don't know how they can say that this current president actually won the presidency by mail-in votes. We see plenty of you, and if you haven't, you should see 2,000 Mules, which shows people putting multiple ballots into these mail-in ballot boxes. This isn't right. It isn't fair in no way, shape, or form, because it is definitely an illegal voting system. Now, of all votes, when a person does vote, the mail-in ballots are the last to be counted. So how did this current president get installed as president? And now they're finding out that many of these ballots that people supposedly voted on were from a lot of dead people. Not only that, but you have a lot of people that weren't even registered to vote. So, how could you give this guy the presidency when there was so much illegalities to this voting system? It seemed very unfair and unjust to we, the American people. As I have stated, we were pretty much at peace the whole time when Donald Trump was our president. He was the strong arm of this nation. We had very cheap gas prices. We actually thought that we had an American dream back again. Things were affordable. People were making good money. And then, of course, the pandemic came by. Well, that screwed up everything. This current installed president that we have now has ruined this country. He not only pushed the war between Ukraine and Russia, which doesn't surprise me because we all know that his son Hunter had plenty of ties with Ukraine and their oil companies. So no longer is it fair to say that he wasn't installed on purpose as our president. All this money that Joe is sending over to Ukraine, is he getting a 10% kickback from all this money he's sending over there? The man is senile. He's got dementia. He can't speak a full sentence without screwing up. But what else has he caused? Well, he's pushed the war with Israel and Hamas. And now we, the American taxpayers, we are people, but our tax money is paying not only for the war in Israel, but Joe is sending money to Iran as well. So he's supplying support for the war for both sides, both countries. And now we have China to worry about. We also have Russia to worry about. How many of these countries are going to be backing the United States if we have any troubles? How about NATO? Is NATO going to back us up? Are they going to protect the United States of America, who's been giving them money for years upon years upon years? Or are they just going to leave us destitute to be attacked and taken over, or tried to be taken over by another country? Why is America at war? We were at peace, all was good. And now we also have millions of illegal immigrants that are invading this country from all walks of life, from all different countries, from all around the world. Russians, people from China, people from Venezuela, people from Africa, people from Iran, Palestine, you name it. And they're all military age men. Not only is America at war with other countries, they're also the Democratic Party administration, I should say, is at war with the American people. They're the ones that have caused this invasion of our country. Now, why would they do that? I was told well over 30 years ago that there may be a time when this country will be destroyed from within. And sure enough, right in front of my eyes and in front of yours, it's happening. We have all these illegal immigrants that are coming into this country illegally. And a lot of you have seen a video of this one person who came in across our southern border and said, "You will know who I am very soon." So is he a person that has ties with terrorist cells here in the United States? Are they going to start a war within our own country? This is something that we need to adhere to, pay attention to, figure out what these people are up to. If you know something strange is going on in your area, in your neighborhood, I would contact somebody of high authority, like the FBI, CIA, or any governmental institution that is, say, Homeland Security. Contact these people. Let them know what is going on in your area. There's enough suspicious activity going on in this country that makes us all wonder why and what's going on. We hear about all these Walmart stores closing around the country, and now new headlines are out that Walmart's opening many new stores in different locations. A whole new Walmart setup. Now, I know that my local Walmart has done a big drastic change in my area. It's more like a factory now instead of a regular Walmart. Everything's totally changed. I don't know where anything is anymore. It takes me a half hour to find one item. But how about Target? How about all these other companies that are closing down? America's not only at war with other countries, but they're at war with the American businesses, the American people. You have companies that have been around for decades, and now they're faltering and closing up. You have millions of people being laid off. Instead of this government taking care of the American people, they're taking care of the illegal immigrants. Is that fair to you and me? I don't think so. Now, they've printed so much money, they're helping out, giving these families these child tax credits. What about us people that are on Social Security? That little 3.2% increase they gave us this year. Okay, what's it going to do? Buy us a gallon of milk, a couple loaves of bread, and maybe some luncheon meat? Hmm? You're not going to get much on what they gave us. Our prices have increased over 32%. People's mortgages have more than doubled. People's apartment rent payments have almost doubled, if not more. So America is at war, not only with other countries, but with the American people as well. Are you ready to protect yourself? There's talk of a civil war, and there's a possibility that Texas would succeed from the rest of the United States. Although, at this point, I don't believe that that would happen. And why I say that is because there are 25 other states in this country that are backing Texas. But not only do we have to worry about the invasion in Texas, we have to worry about the invasion in New Mexico, in Arizona, and California. Let alone, nobody is mentioning anything about the border with Canada and the United States. And what I'm hearing through the grapevines, so to speak, is there are many, many illegal immigrants coming from Canada into the United States as well. So, all the way around, we're being invaded. There are even illegal immigrants that are running their boats ashore on the California coast and running into California. You also have illegal immigrants that are running their boats on the beaches down in the southern tip of Florida. We're being totally invaded, everyone. Do you realize what this could come to? We are at war with our own government. These people should be locked up and sent to Guantanamo Bay. Every one of these Democrat administrative politicians. But we can't just blame the Democrat Party for this. We also have to blame some of the Republicans that are in our government. So think about this for a second. Is there a possibility of a civil war? Or will it be a revolutionary war? If it's a revolutionary war, I believe that many people in this country will battle against our government. See, this Democratic administration, they're all part of the World Economic Forum, as well as some Republicans as well. I think it's time this November to check out your politicians very, very well. See where they stand. See if they back our constitutional rights and our amendment rights. We will soon be looking like Venezuela, which was a very powerful and economically strong country years ago. Now they are a below poverty stricken country, and it's one big slum of a country. The United States of America is pretty darn close to that as well. Before these illegal immigrants started invading America, we had many, many, because of this inflation that our government has caused the American people, that has gone sky high. People can no longer afford an apartment or a home. You have many men, women, and children living in cars or on the streets in cardboard boxes just to get by day to day. Our food supply chain is dwindling. Many companies are going under. Suspicious fires at food processing plants all over the place. You have the swine flu from the pigs. You have mad cow disease. You have the bird flu. All these different things that are popping up all at once. Isn't it amazing? And you have Klaus Schwab that says, you will eat the bugs and be happy. You will own nothing and be happy. Well, to be honest with you, we can try to own everything we want in our lifetime. But once we cease to exist and we pass on, we no longer have that stuff. All our graves are all the same size. Those caskets are all the same size. We all go in a hole in the ground. Or you could be cremated and be dust in the wind. That would be your choice. But all the things that we work hard for and that we have, we never get to keep. We can't take it with us. It's not going to do us any good in the spiritual world. And even if there was a possibility that we were reincarnated back to a person again, as a baby growing up all over again, you're still not going to get the stuff that you left behind the first time, or second, or how many more times you would come back. But still, for someone to be a dictator around the world, a one world government, that's what this president in this day and age right now is pushing for. He's trying to be a dictator. He's trying to tell you what you can and cannot do. He is ignoring our Constitution of the United States. He is ignoring our Second Amendment God given rights to protect ourselves. So not only is it a war with other countries, it's also a war against the American people as well. I don't know how you feel about this, but it's about time that they put one straw too many on the camel's back. This is why we have so many people that are going down to our southern border. This is why we have all of these state National Guards from all these 25 other states that are going down to our border to help prevent this invasion. We already see even the Democratic politicians that have these states like Illinois, Missouri, Michigan, not Missouri, excuse me, I take that back. Michigan, New York State, Pennsylvania. You have all these different Democratic states, and they're being overwhelmed by all these illegal immigrants. Oh, but they were all sanctuary cities. Well, these sanctuary cities now, all these governors of these states are saying, stop. Yeah, we're a sanctuary city, but we can't accept all these people. And now they're asking you to give them a place to live. Would you want to give an illegal immigrant a place to live in your home, knowing that they could be a terrorist? They could rape or kill your daughter, your wife, any of your children, or yourself? Are you prepared to protect yourself? Now, I just seen a thing on one of the live streams here on YouTube, and they were talking about a new gun law that's going on in the books that they got like, I don't know, 17 senators or something that are trying to pass. I'll just say about 18 politicians that are trying to push this bill. They want you to register your weapon. They want to put serial numbers on all ammunition. And when you buy ammunition, those serial numbers on those freedom seeds will be known that it was sold to you. They want you to register your weapon. They want you to do a payment of a tax on that weapon. They want you to get insurance for that weapon. And it's like $1,000 per weapon. What part of shall not be infringed do these Democratic politicians not understand? This ATF should be totally abolished. And the 87,000 IRS agents that are trained and in full military gear are going to come after you because you owe them money? Why don't they go after people like Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, Al Sharpton? There's many, many people out there that have millions of dollars that have not reported anything. And all this stuff on their Social Security reforms that they're trying to do. They say they're going to go ahead and make the rich people pay taxes towards Social Security. Do you people realize that these people don't pay taxes? It's all one big tax write-off for them. So how are they going to change that to where these multimillionaires, these elites, are going to pay their fair share? You really don't have that many millionaires throughout the country. Even if you make $400,000 a year or better, you're going to be taxed. Well, if you have a business that you're writing your taxes off on, you're still not paying taxes. So, how is that fair to we, the American people? Can you live on the savings that you have? What savings do you have? Do you have enough to support yourself for a year? Some might have, but many do not. This economy that this President Biden has pushed has made a lot of companies go under. I had a business. That business is no longer. Everything went so sky high, I couldn't afford products to buy. Also, you have people that no longer have the funds to be able to get things done. To have businesses work for you so you could get paid and keep your business afloat. Oh, that small business loan deal that they had, many people got a payback from the government from that. People like myself being low income and being on Social Security, they wouldn't help me. They told me I didn't have that much income coming in. I had to lay off 7 employees. They weren't too happy, and I wasn't too happy either. Trying to get a small business loan to keep myself afloat didn't work. So now I struggle month to month on Social Security just to get by. Just barely pays all my monthly payments. How are you doing? You can leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share this video if you'd like. Once again, I'm Tony D. This is the American Freedom Fighters. I hope that you all are American freedom fighters to fight for our freedom. If we don't fight for our freedom, we will be another Venezuela. We will not have anything. It's time for change. Many people that voted for the Democrat administration, the Democratic politicians, 30% or better are now going to vote for President Trump. I myself, I believe I will also be voting for President Donald Trump. Why? Because I do have a belief in the American dream. I believe things could get much better. I believe that he will drop prices down rapidly like he says he will. And he specified within the first year he is in office. He will close our border. He will deport these illegal immigrants that have come into our country, if we can find them. He will bring law enforcement back into this country so we have good law enforcement and protection once again. So law enforcement can do what they are supposed to do instead of going, excuse me, I had some kind of fly flying around here. Instead of these people robbing oh, very much CenturyLink. What are the internet problems? They're the worst internet provider I have seen my whole entire life. I'm lucky if I'm getting 6 megabytes a second and it drops down. And of course, it's a weekend, so I can't contact anybody because their offices are closed. So Monday, I will be in touch with them. On that note, I'm sorry I am having internet issues right now, which I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people have been having these issues because of these coronal mass ejections from the sun, which is another thing that we have to worry about. Cyber attacks. A lot of different things are going on in this country that should never be going on. So, America is at war, people. I would suggest you get your freedom seeds. Buy more freedom sticks. I know the freedom seeds are going up in price again. But get them while you can, because that's another thing that the government is trying to take away from us. You hear Biden saying, oh, you need an F-15 if you want to go against the government. You know what? I do not believe that. You do not need F-15s to take over this government. And you do not need people like Antifa or Black Lives Matter that did the insurrection on the Capitol. That was all staged. That was a Pelosi game that she played to try and make it look like Trump caused the insurrection. I don't believe, in my opinion, that Trump had anything to do with that at all. Donald Trump had asked for National Guard to be present. And who denied that request? Mrs. Pelosi herself. We also know that there are FBI agents that also pushed this insurrection in this country. People, we are definitely at war. Are you ready to protect yourself? To protect your family? To fight against an unruly government? I know I am. I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready to rock and roll. I may be older, but I'm still a good aim. I'm still a very good marksman. I hit what I'm aiming at, if you get my picture. But since I'm having troubles here with the internet, I will let you people go this evening. Once again, please like, subscribe, and share. It's been well over a year since I've been on this channel. I've had issues, including some health issues. Even though I'm a pureblood, that doesn't mean we can't have health problems. But watch your back. Stay salty. Always stay strapped and armed, ready to go. Keep your head on a swivel. Be prepared for what's to come. Stock up on food. Stock up on gas. Prepare, people. It's better to have and not need than to need and not have. Once again, this is Tony D with American Freedom Fighters. You should be an American freedom fighter as well. It's time to take our country back. If things don't happen in our favor this coming election, there will be a revolutionary war. And I hope you're ready and will be prepared. We're already seeing illegals that are causing a lot of crime throughout this country already. Killing people, raping women and children, drug trafficking, child trafficking. A lot of bad things going on in this country right now. So like I say, we're not only at war. America is not only at war with other countries. They are at war with the American people as well. Everyone, please be safe. Once again, stay armed, keep your head on a swivel. May God bless you all, and I will be back for another video. Please like, share, and subscribe to American Freedom Fighters. I will be back again when there's news that I feel that I should put up here for you people. I will be putting it up. All topics, all different things that you might be interested in hearing. And I'm also going to go over some things to prepare and get ready to have. Y'all have a good night. God bless y'all. Take care. This is Tony D, American Freedom Fighters. Out for now. See y'all.